look at this. Look at this. You can finally be free and do those saturated places that you always wanted to do. And you don't need to struggle for like 10 years. I have not done this. I'm not talking about myself. Rachel, remove that from the how to paint, how to do the coloring, those beautiful anime boys, manga, Korean mangas that you read, those comics that you read and have very intense things going on, you know? So in this video, you're going to learn on how to do the basic part, the shadows, the light, maybe some reflection if you would like to, keeping it looking amazing. And you are going to be like, So let's get into the tutorial. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. So here we have this base here, okay? We have this tutorial on our YouTube channel. Yes, we do have it. And this is the part 2. We're going to show how to color. And you can see here my beautiful and amazing references. How it's happening. I have my line art layer. And this is my base layer. I'm not going to create colors or select that from my own head or imagination. Why would I do that? If I don't have the experience, if I don't know how they do those things, I'm not going to do that. When you see a manga, a comic online, a webtoon, and you see the colors there, they already have a color palette to work with. They don't go like, oh no, my head, this is the color of the character. No, they already have a color palette and they keep on choosing the same color. And this helps you to already have a great base on what you're going to draw and paint. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Have a color palette. So here, I choose this color right here from this guy. Okay, this guy. You can see here is the same color. If I go here in my base color and just paint it again, it's going to be pretty much the same. You can see it's very close because there's a huge gradient going on here. And I'm gonna show you how to do that gradient, by the way. Now, we gotta be doing a base in the hair. And it can be such a big work. But we can go here in the line art layer. Select the face. Yeah, you go and select the face. You can do and select the hair if you want. I prefer selecting the face. Selecting all the face. I'm using right now my wen tool right here. You can press W in your keyboard and you're going to have the wen tool. And if not, you're going to have the quick selection tool. It also helps a lot. Okay, I have selected the face. And now I'm going to use my lasso tool and just keep on going with the selection all around the hair. I'm not caring about the skin, I'm caring about the hair. I'm going to change my selection. Clicking here, click on the screen, and then click on Select Inverse. It inverted your selection. I open this tab here by pressing Ctrl U. Okay, Ctrl U. And now I can change how saturated the rest is or not. Like I want the hair darker, like this. Now it's good hair. And you can see that it painted a little bit of this area. I'm just gonna paint it back again. Let me do the eyebrows, the same color as the hair. We have this base here. I'm gonna keep applying bases on other places of the face. I like a lot this style here from the middle. I'm gonna keep using this style here for base colors, okay? Remember, color palette. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna move my line arts to like multiply mode, okay? You're going to see here loads of modes when you click here, and I'm changing my line art mode to multiply. It changes the strength. You can see the line is much more strong. Much more strong. You're gonna be creating another layer. I'm creating a new layer by pressing Ctrl Shift N. You can hold Control and Alt, hold Control and Alt between these two layers, is going to appear this symbol here, okay? It's going to appear this symbol, you click it, it's going to create the clipping mask, okay? What does it mean? You're only going to paint inside of what you have done. You can see I'm only painting inside. No matter what, it's only painting inside. I'm going to pick some warm tones. I like warm tones. I like these warm tones that I see here. But I also like this one. I'm going to do a mixture. Remember? Do a mixture. Why not? I like this brown from this one, but I like the pink of the other one. So I'm going to turn it more reddish. I'm going to, right now, open my brush settings. Turn on transfer. Transfer is the basic on making the pressure strong, pressure not strong. Okay. Wee! Transfer is here. And now, not only that, I'm going to minimize it, put that in the corner, go back. And here I'm going to lower my opacity right here to 10, only 10. Make my hardness 0 in my brush. I took my hardness on my brush to 0. My brush right now is big, gigantic. My brush is gigantic. And I'm going to softly, gently. This is an extremely important step, okay, guys? Extremely important step. Around the eyes, especially lower eyelid, lips, nose, these areas we're going to make it warmer. Remember the study that we did? Observing here, it's warmer around the eyes, lip, a little bit in the edge of the body. And here too, lips, around the eye, ear, the last part of the fingers. I'm gonna be using that as an example. So here I'm going little by little to make below the eyes warmer, little by little. I can even lower my opacity to 5%, okay? 7% to show you how calm and gentle you gotta go with your drawing. Be gentle, okay? Be gentle. You can just put your opacity like high up. I'm putting it like on 90%. And you can just go here and do a hard shadow, okay? Hard shadow right here. If you did line art, you're probably going to do shadow close to it. Let's go back again to lower opacity if you want to have some blush, or literally just to show that this is a different side of the face. You don't really need to do the blush, but just by showing like, hey, this side of the face here is different. I'm going to change my brush mode right here to color or even saturation. We can try both. I'm gonna try saturation here to show you guys. I don't know if you can see that with your eyes right now, but it's much more saturated around the eyes, nose, and it's not saturated at all in the middle of the cheek. And this artist loves doing that. Other artists love doing that too. So I'm just going to select black and white, and like the other extreme is going to be an extreme color, and the other one is going to be a 0 color. Lower the opacity. You can do that. You can see it's taking out the color, and now look like those extremes are much more saturated than the rest. But I did not make saturation on them. I did not make any saturation around the eye right now, or the nose or the lips. I just took out the saturation on the cheeks. I wanted to learn this sooner. Here, going back to black, I can just take out all the saturation inside of here in this shadow. Look at that. That's how they do those passages. That's how they do those passages of warm and non-saturated at all. You probably have seen this happening on drawings. I added a base color using a color palette from my references. After that, I started doing gradients around the eye, nose, and lips. Of course, with a selection. After that, I added some strong shadows. After that, I started changing my brush mode to saturation. And when I changed to saturation, I added a black color here, a black, and a strong red. Why? This one symbolized the saturation and this one zero saturation. So whenever I was using the black, it was removing the saturation like I use here in the cheek or in the forehead. And when I want everything to be stronger, I use the red because it made the color that I already had here in my drawing more saturated, okay? And I did more saturated places around the place that I have already drawn, like the nose, the eyes, the lips, and not only that. I did a mixture of removing the saturation strong of in the middle of the shadows. I removed the saturation in the middle of the shadows, but I added even more saturation in the corner of the shadows, in the corner. Like here, in the mouth, in the eyes, in this one, in the hair. And it's looking much more like, wow! I like this effect. I love this effect. I'm trying to get darker the closer they get to the center. I did them brighter to the edge. The more they are to the edge, the brighter. But if you mean the closer to like here, this area of the neck, they can get darker. Yeah, they can get darker. I'm not doing darker, but we can do it right now. I'm going to change my brush to soft light. I add a soft light, and then I start painting little by little with a pretty much low opacity. I'm just going to change my selection here. Remove the eyes. Yeah, I'm removing the eyes. Removing the mouth. Now we have only the shirt and the hair, okay? I'm going to invert my selection, as I already showed which keys to click on that. And now we can touch the... We can touch the hair. You can see that I'm using red. And it's on 10% opacity. If I just do a little bit of red tones here around, it's going to do this amazing effect. Now let's look at the references. Okay, the hair, you have a lot of shadows. Look at this. We're going to do a lot of shadows. But there's also gradient happening here. I'm still on normal mode. I'm going to make the hair darker. Still on 10% opacity, by the way. You can start by doing lower part darker. Let me try 30% opacity. You can do the lower part darker. Oh, I removed my selection! You can do the lower part darker, or you can just do the upper area darker. I want to do the down area darker because it's going to give more contrast with the face. I already used my brush format. This is a standard brush of Photoshop, by the way. I'm already using the standard brush format here to do the format of circular shape that we normally find on highlights. Now I'm going to do something amazing, call it color dodge. Right here, I'm going to change my brush mode into color dodge. Color dodge selected, you can see here. I'm going to make the opacity a little bit higher. It's on 50% right now, okay, 50%. I'm going the edges, think of the edges. And do some letter C's, okay? Letter C's. Oh, ooh, inverted, okay? We're doing inverted. You don't need to be doing this everywhere. Go soft. Go little by little. And remember what I said about the redness? Yes, we're gonna be applying right now the redness that I talked with you guys. I can go for color, I can go for soft light. Strong red right here. I'm in the mode color, okay, 10% opacity. Here, now you can see it little by little. If color changes hue, saturation, what changes luminosity? Let me show you. I'm going to create a new layer. I have this strong brown here. I have this strong red here. If I put here above, nothing happens. Nothing happens. If I change to luminosity, you go like, what the freak is happening here? What is happening here? It's trying to apply the color into the gray value that I have here, okay? It's trying to adapt the color from the guy, into this layer here. You can see it turned out black and white. Why? Luminosity, as the name says, it sees how dark or how bright something is. It preserves how dark or how bright something is, okay? It preserves how dark or how bright it is. Saturation, change the saturation. You can see the red that I applied. It's strong, making the skin of his color very strong. And where I applied the brown, it's making the color of his skin vanish. And when I go to hue, it's going to select the color of the rainbow that is his skin into the layer that I have here. It's not going to use any value of the things that I did here. It's going to select the color. I'm going to a new layer. I already clipped here the mask, but it's not as important. I'm going to pick this white here, and I'm going to change it to a bright gray. It's not going to be white. I want the gray. I'm going to do ring light because I am obsessed with ring light. We're going to do like a light coming from here and hitting all the side of his face and everything, okay? You can use my favorite tool called Smudge tool. Let's skip Mr. Pretty version. Here, everything getting very soft. Lower opacity, okay? Just applying the strongest red on lower opacity, just that. Maybe you're seeing this artwork and you're like, hey, I love what you did. I love every tip that you gave, but this is so much, these tones are so dark. That's not really what I want to be working with. This is not my type of art. I want something more saturated, more anime. And I'm gonna be showing right now how to turn everything into more anime, more saturated, more cray-cray. Okay, I just created a new layer above it. Everything. Not above the line art, by the way. Overlay. White, 60%. Here, now it's much more that anime strong color that everybody loves. If you're feeling like doing these colors all warm and everything, the white but a little bit yellowish, orange. But not only that, we can do something even more amazing. You that's watching this video on YouTube, remember to leave a like and subscribe. And if this helped you, why not subscribe to this channel and receive even more amazing art content, receive even more amazing free art tutorials. Subscribe for more. If you're interested in even more, not only our channel, check out Gamroad and our Patreon, link in the description. I love you all, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye bye!